Hey everyone, this is Patrick here with the Tale of Two Gardens back in our community garden today. Welcome to our Winter Garden Challenge where every day I am gardening regardless of temperature and everything else. We're doing pretty good with that, but we're in community garden today where we're going to be adding in some flower seeds even though we are still going into frost state. But these ones like a little bit of cold. They don't mind it being a little cold, and they like having that, beginning steps in March, April. We'll be going into those today. So let's go ahead and get into it. I thought I'd try a different location rather than you just watching me from the distance, but I'm still working on getting the camera just set up just so. So basically what I'll be doing is I'm setting up 5 different locations, and I just need to get out the surface weeds that are present in the garden that have found themselves out of the snow and out of the ridiculousness that is our community gardens weeding beds. So in our flower beds, we traditionally are doing a lot of annuals that come out in May, June. So this is going to be a test for us to try out a different thing. And so I have 5 different things I'll be planting today. Larkspur, which will come out in about 14 weeks. They'll be about June, July. I have Aster, which will take about the same amount of time, and they kind of go bush-like almost. Then I have the Nigella seeds, which are a nice, flowing kind of flower, and they like actually starting here anyways. Then I have Mullein, which is a completely new one for me. Apparently they're a reseeder. They will self-seed themselves, and so you'll see me put them in the ground, which is a little odd. And then finally, we did some common milkweed. The milkweed we want to do, of course, is one of those where we want to make sure that it doesn't take over, because milkweed can do that. However, we're going to have so many different things growing in the garden here, it's going to be a little hard for us to be able to not have to worry about that too much. One of the things that definitely will be coming up here in a couple months will be our amaranth. It has found itself to be able to reseed quite easily, so if we ever need to grow amaranth, it'll do it all on its own. Now, the difference with these that I mentioned today, the first 3, the Larkspur, the Aster, and the Nigella, both need to be grown in darkness, so they have to be covered. So around 1/4 inch, eighth of an inch. So I didn't do too much of a cut on the flower bed. So they're about that end. Now the mullein and the milkweed, because they're self-seeders, they like a surface sow. So that's what you'll see me doing here, is sowing the seeds and then kind of stamping them down to kind of keep them in location. Basically, that was what I had for today. Looking forward to, we're planning on getting some rain here overnight, which is why you didn't see me water anything. It's because we're hoping to get about 1/4 inch to 1/2 an inch of rain tonight. Of course, if it doesn't rain, that's okay. I'll go out there and water them anyways. And then tomorrow we'll be back again in the home garden, where I'll be just kind of doing some tidying up of our interior garden and possibly putting some fencing in, just because of how wet it's going to be with the rain coming through. So that's what I have for you today, and I look forward to sharing our garden with you here during the challenge and afterwards too. So if you ever have any questions, if you are interested in gardening too, I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what you're doing. So feel free to like, follow, share, or comment, and we'd be happy to hear from you. Otherwise, I hope you're having a good day in your weekend, and as always, happy gardening.